Okay, so with Season 4 just starting out a couple of weeks ago, and the fact that I rewatched Season 3 not too long ago, I figured I would save you guys some time and break down Season 3. And then you don't have to waste this many hours. So let's get started. Season 3 is broke into 3 mini arcs, or 2 depending on who you talk to, but for me it's the 3. Forest Training Arc, the Rescue Arc, and the Final Testing Arc, or the Provisional License Arc. So let's get started. So, Class A and Class B go out to the woods to train with these 3 little cat people and this boy who hates heroes because his parents were killed by a villain. So while out there, the League of Villains and their new Stain-like members attack. There are a ton of awesome fights during this time. My dude dies, maybe, nope, just kidding, he's fine. This Nomu gets a tracker placed on him, and that'll be important later. And then we have one of the best fights in anime, Deku versus Planet Fitness. So, it turns out that the attacks were just a decoy by the League to try to steal Bakugo. See, Bakugo won the sports festival earlier, so therefore they're trying to capture him and turn him evil to kinda make UA look bad. Deku and the others almost saved him, but then they don't. And that's the end of the Forest Training Arc. Okay, so we skip to the hospital where the really beat up Class A starts talking about how they can rescue Bakugo. Now, Thomas the Tank Engine over here has something to say about that. And apparently, it's that he wants to join them. Now, tracking the villains down thanks to the previously mentioned tracker, they find the Nomu warehouse. And they assume that Bakugo is being kept there, but they're wrong. All Might rescues everyone and all is well. Well, not really, because All For One pops up, maybe kills some people, not really sure yet, and takes Bakugo back. After a little bit of a struggle, this amazing scene happens. There's some talk, and then they have one of the most impactful fights in anime ever. Honestly, just go watch it for yourself. It's actually amazing. If you want to watch it, it's episode 11. I just can't. It's too good. It's too good. Anyways, so after the fight, All Might can no longer use All For One, and he leaves everyone with this last statement. So essentially, he's stating to all the heroes that it is now their time to shine because he's out, while at the same time being a threat to all the villains, saying, hey, you're next. And after that, that is the end of the training arc. Okay, so the Provisional License Arc, or Final Training Arc, whatever you want to call it. So there's a tournament where all the schools compete to get a Provisional Heroes license. UA is at a small disadvantage due to the fact that their powers get displayed during the sports festival. They all rescue some people, they have some cool fights, and Bison from Street Fighter over here gets mad. This chick is actually secretly from the League of Villains, and everyone important passes other than these two. We move to a summer school where we get another awesome fight between Bakugo and Deku. Bakugo is mad because he is really strong, but he's always the victim, and Deku is just trying to prove that he's worthy of the power that he has. One fight and some community service later, we get introduced to the Big Three, the students of UA who decided to show how strong they are by beating the snot out of every single one of them. We get introduced to this guy, All Might's old sidekick. No, not that guy, this guy. Alright, and that's where we end. The important thing I forgot to mention is that Mr. Handsy over here, who's been like the #1 bad guy through the entire show, is actually directly related to the one who gave All Might his powers. And although they don't really go too much into it, I'm sure that's going to be a big part of Season 4. Alright, so that's all I got. I'm sure I definitely missed some things. I think this is good enough to recap the show and explain it to anyone who maybe it's been a little while. And that's all the time I have for today. If you liked the video, like it. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe.